Hi guys, today we are moving back into my apartment even though we just moved out of the apartment. We like pain, okay? I would say I'm unsure why we did two 10-month leases, but I am sure why we did two 10-month leases. It was because in May of 2018 when we signed the first one, we were under the impression that I would come home for the summer and I would find a summer job as I did the year before. And then the big bad happened, and so I came home from my college town at the end of my 10-month lease to find that all of the jobs were taken. And you know where all the jobs were not taken? In my college town, where all the students had to leave. I'm still just happy to be there, because going back to my apartment for me means no broken bed, no lack of air conditioning, no not being able to eat when I need to eat. I like this view back here. It is 9 in the morning and I slept 2 hours. But first we would make a pit stop at my eye doctor because he gave me contacts that weigh 5 pounds. We need to see what we can do about that.
Give you some sort of weighs 3 pounds.
And my widow's peak is really doing things for me lately. Like, it holds my little strip of hair in front of my face like a nice little bang. Fun fact, I used to shave off my widow's peak. No, I would sometimes pluck it, ladies and gentlemen. I would pluck my widow's peak because my mother would make fun of it. She wouldn't call them widow's peaks, she would call them penguin stings because she believes widow's peaks make people look like penguins, so that's what they are. And so she made me feel very insecure about my widow's peak, and so I would pluck it off. And then one day, I walked up to her and I pushed her bangs out of the way, and she had one too. That's where I got it from. They're genetic. And after that, I stopped plucking my widow's peak. It's not even really a widow's peak. It's just like a little tiny piece of hair, but now I'm not shaving it off anymore like a psychopath. Carl's Jr. stopped serving breakfast at 10:30 p.m. I just wanted a Beyond Burrito. I went to the eye doctor and they gave me new contacts, and they are daily and they feel so much better. But the guy, I was telling him how AccuView2 felt really good, but Oasis was awful. And he was like, oh, well, they don't do AccuView2 anymore, like it's only available in Europe. And I looked at him and I was just thinking, in Europe, you say? I almost got into a fight with my last eye doctor. He took it so personally when I didn't like whatever he was trying to give me. And this guy's just so good. He's just so nice. God, and then I was putting in the contacts and that crazy secretary lady, oh my God. I was prepared for it this time because she did it last time. She sits there and she watches me this close to me while I put in my contacts. She just, my mom didn't want to buy me dailies because they're more expensive. It was so funny because he was telling me these are dailies and I was like, shh. Those thicker ones were more expensive. Those month-long ones.
I'll tell you who is expensive. I got only one person.
Listen, just like the widow's peak, where do you think I get it from? How are you going to go if I'm not prepared to tell you where to go? Do you know where to turn? Do you know how to get there?
I'll go slow.
Perfect. So it looks like you're in building. Do you know where that is?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. There's that. And then they'll have all your keys and any paperwork at your station.
Ah, home sweet home. I wonder if that NBA player still lives here.
Why would he? Wasn't he a senior?
He's been a senior for 10 years, Mom. How dare you honk at my mother? Oh, look at that minivan. It's got saran wrap. We're standing outside because they can't find my keys. I swear I gave them back. It's really hot and there are wasps, and it's really embarrassing to be here and like checking in and they're like, welcome back, because they've seen me a million times and they've like walked in on my floods, or my dad has yelled at them over the phone, and it's a lot. We made it. That air conditioning, man, I'm telling you, this is just such a shit show. This place has always kind of been a shit show. I walk into my apartment just now and I was fully expecting, because they gave us the wrong carport, so somebody was trying to get into it because it wasn't ours. You know how it goes. So I walk into this apartment and I'm not lying when I tell you, when I slipped the key in, I was fully expecting to open the door and just see people like living in here, because that's how it works. So my mom and I get here and we pull into the carport that they assigned us. Like, you pay extra for covered parking and they assign you a spot. And so we pulled into it And then we go and walk to the tent place to get our keys. And as we're walking back to the apartment, we see my mom's car. And this guy's just standing there, like looking at my mom's car with this like other guy, and they're just like watching her car and like looking very suspicious. And my mom sees them and she literally goes, somebody is looking at my car. And she just all the way to them, and they just leave. Like they just clear out. And now they're out there again now that my mom's gone. And they're like standing and looking at her car, and now she's out there talking to them. The carport that we have is being blocked by somebody with a trailer full of mattresses. We love a confrontational mother. So what did you call it that you were doing? Conflict resolution.
Yeah,
Mom may be vegan, but she sure got a lot of beef, huh?
yes, very beefy. Nobody even
So I talked to the guy who we
Doing
parked.
right?
Yes, right. We parked in his spot, and I talked to him, and he said that he and his son, like, they're moving him into his apartment, first floor apartment, and they show up, and it just has fans and dehumidifiers everywhere because it just flooded, and they didn't tell him. And I was like, buddy, do I have news for you? And I told him how mine had flooded twice in a 10-month lease, one 10-month lease, and he just stunned. Like, oh honey, you got a big storm coming. But he was really nice, and we're in his spot, and he was like, sorry that these other people are in your spot. I'm like, sorry, we're in your freaking spot. Like,
And they think in carpet will be replaced tomorrow, Saturday.
oh honey,
Yeah.
oh
That's
honey.
nice.
Hi, we're eating again because the person won't move out of our spot, so we can't move into my apartment. Do you like it? Does it taste like cat food?
But I'm hungry.
Damn, Mom, do you know how to eat a taco?
No. I don't.
It is after 3 p.m. and we still haven't started unpacking. But we did go to Walmart and we bought me some cereal, some bread, milk, butter, whatever. And we ate some tacos, as you saw. And now maybe there might be like a time lapse or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Look at the weird handprints in my window. What's that from?
It was Halloween.
It was not Halloween. It's been 3 months, Mom. Oh, I miss my bed. My non-broken bed. My precious, my Tempur-Pedic, the love of my life, mother. My mom is doing everything, and I am eating peanut butter with a knife. I can't stop thinking about food no matter how much I eat, and I think I need protein instead of French fries. It's just so funny because she's running around my apartment putting things together, and I'm just half asleep, just swallowing peanut butter. My mom found Lysol, everybody. Good job, Mom. Good job, Mom. So we did not do a time lapse because I think we're getting grumpy. I feel like I'm gonna leave my body again. It's like if I'm not eating, I'm exiting. And my mom, I think she also feels like she's gonna leave because she laid down in my bed. Did you sleep? No. And I just don't feel good, and that makes me nervous because a bunch of people in my life have the big bad, and I have not been exposed to them, and it's been way over 2 weeks since I've seen any of them. But my throat's a little red. I'm not like feverish or anything. I think it's just exhaustion. But I just don't understand how school is supposed to work for us starting Monday, and everything is bad. Like, I live in the South where people don't like believe in it. It's like the tooth fairy, man. I went from not knowing anyone to knowing everyone. You want to look at my throat? You want to come here and look at my throat? No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to show it to you because I don't have a mask on. And you probably don't either. And here is us eating again.
2 fries and fine.
And here is us at Walmart again.
Okay, I'm confused.
Mom, I'm confused too. This is the same day. Someone's already in my car spot and it sucks. But what can you expect? I expected this. Immediately my mom got very 911 happy. Was like, can we call police now? Can we? Can we call? Ooh, angry. So the office lady who came and beat those people out of my spot gave me a goodie bag because she said I've had a hard day. And it hasn't been that bad, if I'm gonna be honest, but I'm not gonna turn down a goodie bag. They got me this really nice cup, and it's so cute. And I'm not gonna show you the front of it because it says where I live. They gave me a bunch of cookies that I will not be able to digest because they're definitely not vegan. And I got some stuff, I think I can eat Starburst. A business card for State Farm. And they got me some sunglasses. Look at... Oh, it's a little EOS thing. This also has their logo on it. My God, they do not miss a single opportunity. I wish it would tell me what it is. All it tells me is the name of my apartment complex, which, I mean, I already live here. What are they trying to advertise to me? They're trying to sell me another apartment? There was a point in time where I had 2 apartments. I will link the story of that here. Ooh, something else. Lip balm. No, it's lip balm with their apartment logo on it. God, how many apartments do they want me to buy?
I mean, I can't do all your freaking work for you. People pack their car and go by themselves to college. Nothing all.
Here I am with my fire extinguisher that I didn't have before. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. So we're finally getting somewhere. For some reason, my mom's car was so full and yet my apartment is so empty. Like compared to what I had that I brought home in May, and now it's just like poof, like nobody knows where it is. And I just got an email about an entire sorority house off campus that tested positive and like they're all quarantined and isolated and we haven't even begun yet. We haven't even started. We went and got pedicures. Yeah, and sorry if you don't like feet, but if you do, you're welcome. Mom. We can't smile, that sucks. So I'm very excited because I have this nice, my mom bought it at TJ Maxx? Ross. She bought it at Ross. Because last year I had just like 15 command hooks just slapped on there, you know, and then my dad ripped them all off and then we had to go to Lowe's to get touch-up paint. It's coming together. We've got my nice laid out couch, my curtains. We have this separator since I'm technically in a studio, and like we have this nice little swoop going on. And actually I want to show you how this is done too, because my mom didn't feel like sewing. So this is just, look at all of those safety pins. It's just safety pins all the way down, you know? But it's not that bad. It kind of works. I like the ruffles. Like, this is coming out, I think, better than my apartment was last year. So, thanks, Mom. You gonna wave?
Hi.
So my mom and I just bought me a new pair of shorts. They're in her hands right now. But I put them on and then I like dropped it low, you know, to like make sure they wouldn't rip like around my butt. And both of my hips cracked at the same time, like an old woman. You need to say bye. She said bye. You probably can't hear her though because she doesn't like to speak loudly. I have my rubber bands in. I feel like this is giving me really strong like vampire vibes right now. Like, you know? Okay, so I'm probably gonna end the vlog here, even though I'm gonna be moving some more tomorrow. We're gonna go back to my parents' house because we forgot like everything for some reason, even though like we have some stuff, but like I'm missing like shampoo and like my Invisalign. I'm just missing everything. So I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna vlog that. I don't know. I'm gonna also be like preparing for my 8:30 a.m. class on Monday. But yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna end it. After this video, I'll probably do like a first day of school vlog. I'm not sure exactly how my posting schedule is gonna work now that I'm gonna be back at school, but hopefully you will see me again and you will see me soon. I think that's about it. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye guys.